Ban Yamu Residences, located on the east coast in the Cape Yamu area. For those who seek tranquility, peaceful, stunning views and convenience, go to banyamu.com. And welcome to Phuket News TV with our Phuket Property program. And our guest today in our makeshift studio here at Wee Cafe in Geelong is Andrew Campbell. He's the project manager for Carville, KA Villas down in Rawai. Welcome.
Great, thank you very much.
I got your title right.
Yes.
Yay!
That's right.
Now, you've been here on the island for many years doing project management and stuff. How did you sort of get involved, and how do you see the local market?
The market in Phuket is surprisingly seems to always be good. It has its ups and downs, but it's always better. In other places in the world and other places in Thailand, the market really tends to fluctuate quite a bit. But I've found over the years that I've been here that the market just is quite consistent. So it's a good place to work. It's a good place to be selling property.
And just briefly, what have you been doing before you got involved in this project?
I was the sales manager at another project in the Naiharn area. And prior to that, another project in Rawai, and prior to that, those were villa developments. And then prior to that, condo development in Rawai. I like the Rawai area. I find that's a very good expat area, and the customers kind of like that. There's many choices for beaches, and it's very convenient to live there.
Well, that probably leads us to our next question. I was going to ask you, where do you sort of think the hot spots on the island are? Obviously, you've got a preference for the southern end of the island.
Yeah, I've been selling down there. Not every project, but many of the projects that I've been involved with have been down in that area. And now I like to focus on that area more. So I look for projects that are coming up in that area because I know that they will sell well. It's very popular with the foreigners, and we're always doing kind of a mid-price range product. There are other places on the island that cater more to the high end and some to the low end, but it's kind of a mid-range area.
Two words, or the reasons I mightn't buy down there: Geelong Circle.
Yes, well, that was a big consideration when I chose to move down there myself about 4 years ago. Because prior to that, I lived right at the circle. So I didn't, I might have to go through the circle, but it was easy, to go one way or the other. But when I chose to move down there, I thought, man, that's going to be a big hassle getting through the circle with the traffic and everything. I rarely go through the circle now. It's so convenient in Rawai. I spend all of my time there. I can get everything that I need. I don't need to go out of the area.
Right, and as a person who's been involved in the real estate industry down on the island and the property industry for many years, what's your feeling about all these sort of cheap condos, the sort of dog boxes that are springing up around the central part of the island?
I think at first they've done very well, and some of the big property companies have come and they've brought on this product that wasn't really available in Phuket before, and so there was definitely a demand. It's the demand from the Thais, and the Thais are buying it up like hotcakes. It's very popular. It started in Patong a few years ago, and then that market very much got oversaturated in that price range. They then expanded to Katu and some other areas around the island, and it's been very popular. Although I've seen in the last maybe year, I think it's getting maybe to be a bit oversaturated because so many, the big companies, but then also medium-sized companies are also bringing on a lot of a lot of condominiums in that price range and that size.
Well, these condominiums don't compete with what you're doing down at Carville. Could you tell us a bit about this project?
Sure. We're building 2, 3, and 4 bedroom pool villas. And the design, I like to get involved in projects at the beginning, before the product is finalized, so that I can put my input into the design and the finished product, because I bring what the customer is looking for. I bring that to the developer, that if they don't have someone like myself, they don't get that input. They design something that they like or that an architect has designed for them without considering what is the buyer going to like. And
what do you think the buyers are looking for then in a 2, 3 or 4 bedroom villa? What are the things that you think they're looking for?
Well, particularly for the Rawai area, I think the 3 main things is price. They have to be affordable. And these days, in order to keep things affordable, they have to be smaller land plots because the land is going up so fast in Phuket that, before you could build a nice 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom villa on a fairly nice big piece of land and it wouldn't be too expensive. These days you can't do that. It becomes out of the price range of our average buyer. So now the land plots are smaller. So we build a house that fits very nicely on the land plot. There's not a lot of green area around it, but our buyers aren't really looking for the green area. They're looking for the pool, the terrace, having the bedrooms, shady areas, sunny areas, and that's all they really need.
Tell us about the location.
This Carville has one of the most unique locations. We're 600 meters from Lam Ka Beach. Lam Ka Beach is one of the island's very few year-round swimming beaches. And unlike Rawai Beach and Chalong Bay, where they're tidal, and at low tide it's rocky and muddy. We're right in between on a headland, and on that headland it's sandy, and we have high tide, low tide. You can go swimming there. There's sandy areas that you can walk into the water, and it's not affected by the rain season, so you don't get the big waves coming in. So it's safe to swim year round.
Give us an idea of the price range for the villas.
The main price range is from 7.5 to 10 million. We will have some larger villas that we'll be offering in the second and third phase of the development, and they will go up to about 13 million. But the majority of our project is under the 10 million, which is for most of our buyers, that's what they're looking for.
And what sort of size range? What size is a 2-bedroom villa, for example?
2-bedroom villa internal is 114 square meters. So it's a good size inside, and then you add the terrace, the pool, car park, you come up to about 200 square meters.
Certainly not the dog boxes that we were talking about at the condominiums.
Yeah, they're very comfortable, and we're finding that the demand for this type of villas is continuing to be strong. It doesn't seem to change from year to year. The market has changed. Our buyers have changed where they're coming from, but the demand still seems to be quite consistent.
Well, what's the situation with timing? You've started the development. What's the prospect for finishing that on time?
The company that we're working for is a very established company. The developer has, I think 12 to 15 years experience in Thailand, and they're a big company that has done a lot of projects throughout all of Thailand. So with that experience, they have the connections to get things done very, very well. We will build the villas in 12 months or less. We're looking at, in most cases, probably 8 to 10 months to build a villa for the customer.
How can people get in contact with you if they'd like to find out more about Carvilles?
Well, they can go to our website at www.carvillaphuket.com. That's probably the easiest way. You can get the information, all of the perspectives and everything are there. And we also have downloadable on there our sales profile, so you can get all of the information, the same information you would get by coming to our office. Then, of course, our email addresses are on there. Can email us at sales@carvillaphuket.com. And I'll be very happy to answer your email.
Of course you will. Andrew Campbell, thank you for talking to us on Phuket Property today, and good luck with the project. We'll love to catch up with you over the next few months, see how it's going.
Okay, well, great. Thank you very much. We're very excited, and hope to see you back when our show villa is ready to go, probably in December.
That was Andrew Campbell there, the project manager of Carvilles, and we've been coming to you today from the Wee Cafe. Thank you very much to the team down here, and always good to find out a bit about some of these other properties down the other end of the island down in Rawai. Thank you for joining us on Phuket Property. We look forward to seeing you next time on Phuket News TV.